Hi everyone, this is Teacher Momo coming to you from my Say ABC classroom. My student is 24 minutes late. I'm thinking he will not come. Only one student today, surprise. So I wanted to talk a little bit about being an English teacher in a foreign country. For the past 4.5 years, I have been teaching in Ecuador in South America. I came here the first time during my 8 years of exploring the world and teaching English abroad. I was down in the south in Loja. I taught at the Catholic University, Utepele. I had a good experience for 1.5 years. I was paid on time without problem. That is really significant, especially in Latin America, where sometimes you are not paid on time or you're not paid at all. The second time around, I came to teach at Yachay, the future of Ecuador, the new public technologies university out in the northern part of Ecuador. I was there for 1.5 years. I got fired and I decided to stay in Ecuador. I taught at another Catholic university here in Ibarra, Pusesi. Wasn't a great experience, so left that. And I opened my very small English center here in Otavalo, Ecuador. I have had this center for almost 2 years now. Well, 1.5 years. I've had my tea house for 2 years. It took me 6 months after opening my tea house to open my English center. I was extremely nervous about having my own English center, my own, meaning I am responsible for my students' learning. I can't blame it on the head teacher. I can't blame it on my boss. I can't blame it on the school. It is me. I am the one who decides the learning materials, the methods for teaching, the curriculum, everything is on me. So it was a little bit daunting to open the school. So it took me 6 months to open it. School, excuse me, it's a center. What is the difference? I don't have accreditations, I don't give out certificates, but I legally can give professional English services with my professional visa. So with my job at Yachay, I was able to get my residency and my professional visa, which allowed me to open my tea house and to be able to legally charge people for my English services. So I think I'm going to stick with the English Center. At this point, I don't need a center. I am focusing on giving my students quality education where they can actually use English in a practical manner. We work on pronunciation, phonics, reading. We also work on sentences, creating the proper basic sentence structure. Challenge right now with one of my young students, or several of my students actually, to have them stop thinking in Spanish and to start thinking in English. I also do the 5 W's. That's my big teaching method, 5 W's, 1 H. I'm really big on conversation. We do use a lot of the finger puppets to make sure they understand how to have a conversation. Hello, how are you? I'm great. So yeah, overall, teaching in Ecuador has been a good experience, lots of opportunities here. The biggest problem is payment. Just getting paid on time and paid properly. I advise all teachers when starting out to teach. Here, money up front, money up front. That way everyone is clear, the student, the teacher, about the price, about how many hours you're going to teach, and you will actually get paid. So just take that into consideration. Another thing is just making it very practical and also understanding that your students probably will not do the homework. This is something that is extremely different than the Chinese students who is part of their culture, their upbringing. They need to do homework. They look forward to doing homework. They expect homework. This is how they understand learning. In Ecuador, it's just a challenge. It almost becomes optional for giving and doing homework. I always give it out. I've contacted parents like, dude, your kid is not doing the homework, but you expect them to speak English. You can't do it. Another difference is I don't teach students every single day in Ecuador. I teach them twice a week for a total of 4 hours a week. I think that is great. I think what they need to do is develop some independent studying skills. And this goes against a lot of what they are used to. So my teaching style is just different, but they need to learn to be responsible students. They need to learn to develop their ability to think by themselves and to do activities by themselves, to set goals and accomplish them by themselves. They need to start to learn independence. That's a very American method of teaching, I understand, but it will help the students to be competitive in our global community. Yeah, so those are some of my ideals, some of my experience teaching English abroad in Ecuador. I will do more videos about teaching in Latin America, teaching about in Korea, teaching in Japan, and just about having a small English center in a foreign country, maybe even about having a small tea house. Having a business as a single Black American woman, oh my God, it is challenging. But I have learned a lot in my 3 years as an entrepreneur, and I believe that it's all preparation for my bigger goal. Yeah, have a great day. Ciao, ciao.